everyone, Asian Fluffy here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, Justice Brawl, Farewell My Turnabout, Part 20. Let's begin with Adrian's story. I fucked up her name. Anyway, let's go talk to Celeste about, well, the story. About Miss Celeste's impacts. I had finally put her death behind me, and now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. A suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why frame him? Why did you try to frame Mr. On Guard? That's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police?
But there had to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right? Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death.
Miss Andrews?
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did. Revenge.
Huh? Did you say something just now?
Psyche lock, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
But
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Well, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. It was near Juan's dead body. I noticed it when I went to fill the glass. And then when I realized that Juan was dead, I completely panicked. That's when I must have unconsciously picked this card up and put it into my pocket. As for why, I simply don't know. I don't care what the reason was. It's unforgivable that he hid Celeste's suicide note. But you don't have any proof that she left a suicide note behind, right? Celeste, she always believed there was a right way and a wrong way to do anything. She would have left a note. I wholly believe that. No, there was only one thought running through my head at that time. With this, I can finally expose Matt's true nature to the world. His true nature? I wonder why she's saying that, but not telling me what his true nature is. If it were me, I think I'd be happy to finally get that kind of thing off my chest. It appears to me that rumor was started by Juan himself. Mr. Carita? But I'm Matt's manager, remember? I think he wanted to embarrass Matt through his relationship with me.
But did Mr. Carita like you?
There weren't any feelings of love between us. For me, it was about getting Celeste's suicide note. For him, it was about wounding Matt's pride. That's all it was.
That's...
Poor Pearls is in shock. She sees just how cruel this world can really be. Do I have evidence? Let's see. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ungard for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ungard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I wanted to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Take that! Celeste. Celeste? There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that's Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ungard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between me, Celeste, and Matt? Take that! Oops. That's it? Yes. And what sort of relation is that supposed to explain? Well, Miss Impacts and Mr. Ungard. Before you start, Mr. Wright, perhaps I should first request to see proof that your brain is wired correctly. I can't afford to mess up something as big as this. I need evidence that clearly shows a contradiction between Miss Impacts and Mr. Ungard. If I can find that, I can finally get the real story. I wonder if you'd like to try again, Mr. Wright? Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? Let's see. I will be right back, guys. I am back. Unfortunately, I do not have enough evidence yet. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather more clues before I try again. Let's move to Criminal Affairs Department. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. But Mr. Powers!
What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
Now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. But all of a sudden, you there! You're under arrest! And I was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? Or will. So, about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important for what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Oh, well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it.
Mr. Nick! Mr. Ryan and myself are the only 2 allies in this whole world, but it's alright.
Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? Ooh, pearls. Ouch. This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game, it's just by himself.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable!
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said that one. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in our world has this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image? But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen. Oh, that's true. Oh, wait! So, did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impax?
We heard something about her. We heard something about how her wedding was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up her skin is practically glowing with electricity. Hey, so, have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. He heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is.
Something bad for Mr. Carita?
Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, "It looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man." A truly insidious man? Did she mention Mr. Carita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There's still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Excuse me. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Matt's story.
Dude, it's Mr. Wright! I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you.
I hope so too. Edward just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Carita was killed by an assassin and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt on guard.
What's wrong?
Mr. On guard? There's something I must know with 100% certainty.
You seem kinda different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self.
About the press conference.
You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai?
Yeah. I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looks like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Oh dear. I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
Psyche-locks.
You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude?
Did you know about Mr. Kurita and Miss Andrews' relationship?
Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details. That's... Man, I gotta have my surfer dude. Gotta do this a little bit. Okay, so... Let's have it just a little smidge. Go drink some water. Not over-enunciate. God. Just underdo it. Okay. But I don't know any of the details. If that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what one did with his life.
Miss Andrews. She had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Kurita. Her mentor was Mr. Kurita's manager. And Miss Andrews is going to get Miss Celeste's impact suicide note from him.
Celeste?
Does that jog any memories?
Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for pizza? My treat.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea, like green peas?
Let's go eat one later, okay?
Ugh, I just got caught up by the pizza dude at the shop.
That's too bad.
Well, how about we get our minds off of this topic and talk about something else, okay?
Mr. On Guard, are you connected to Mrs. Impact's suicide in some way? Could you please take a look at this? I know it may not seem important to you.
Well, if it's not important, then I'd rather be in bed. If I don't get my 12 hours of beauty sleep, my skin's gonna wrinkle up like a prune, dude.
No, he's right, Mr. Nick. Your skin's kind of drying up here and there.
I swear, after this case is over, I'm gonna get lots and lots of sleep.
That one. Posing as someone else and trying to hold a press conference. And the person who set it all up was Adrian, wasn't it?
That's what I heard.
Ugh. I can't believe. Why would she do such a thing, dude?
Let's see. Let's see, hold on.
Then Adrian. I never thought she'd go this far to frame me for the crime. I mean, what does she have against me? Dude, I don't get it.
That's something I would like to know too. Do you have any ideas at all? Even the slightest clue?
Huh? What? Me? Don't be silly, Mr. Lawyer, dude. How am I supposed to know something like that?
Mr. On Guard?
Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I had to tell you anything and everything.
What do you mean by that?
It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude.
Let's see. That's kind of a little iffy, but... Alright. I'm gonna stop right here. This has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hey everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me even more, feel free to support my Patreon. The links are right here.